Hey, my name is Casper. I'm the co-founder of First Book AI, and in this video, I'm just briefly going to show you how you can use our new AI book agent. And so you can create a book that looks like this. This one I created is called Achieving High Value Work in the Modern Workplace. It's about 128 pages in Google Docs, so it will be even longer when you actually make it for print. But I'm going to take you through the full process here so you know exactly what to do. So first off, let's start by creating a new book outline. And remember, you can create as many of these as you want. They are totally free of charge. So let's try to create a new book together. So from the app, you're going to create a new book outline, and then I'm going to say here, okay, I've already come up with a title. I'm going to pick the same one here, Achieving High Value Work. Continue. Okay, I want this to be a guided book. I want it to be for middle managers. So I've also already prepared a few notes. I'm going to put this in here. Don't mind about the spelling errors. Continue with the key problem. So another note here. Just basically explaining the problem I want to solve. Okay, I want the detail to be intermediate. I want it to be more conversational and so forth. Okay, so we start with the outline, just like you know, as we've done before. All right, so now you have your book outline, it says here in the draft. You click on that, you can see the first version. There's also email sent you with all this information, like you know from before. Have all the different chapters listed up, what it should include, who's it for, all the information for. Okay, then you click on the create book. And if you have, so in my case, I was part of the AppSumo, I'll just use a credit for this. If not, you can always buy more book credits on our site if you don't have any of the different tiers. All right, so here's the big difference from how you create a book now, is that you're going to see 4 different parts. You're going to see, write your intro, chapter draft, share a couple of anecdotes, add your chapter notes, and get your outline validated. So let's go through it step by step. So write your intro, chapter draft. Okay, so we're going to go into the site. And you can see there is a new title that the book suggests that we can do. Either you can change this back to the original if you prefer that, or that's totally up to you. So we recommend that you spend some time doing this, and as it also says here, write naturally, be yourself. So before doing this video, I just prepared a few notes. So for this specific book, I want to emphasize that there's too much information about the workplace. I found some studies about percentages about how the people work and employees and so forth. So we did put an effort into this, I'd say. The bigger the effort, the better the book. All right, then you click save. Once that's saved, you go back. And then here you can see that write your intro draft is completed. Perfect. All right, let's share a couple of anecdotes. Here in the anecdotes, I've also prepared a few, some about emails, a presentation that almost didn't happen. And again, be yourself, come up with personal anecdotes or something that kind of fits your book. Spend some time on it. Please avoid using AI-generated anecdotes if possible, because we really want to hear your voice, as it says here. All right, then we click save. Once that's saved, we go back. All right, so here now you can see that we have the intro draft, chapter draft done. We have a couple of anecdotes done. Then we go to this one called add your chapter notes. So this one is new. Essentially, what we want from you is that you can add a few notes to each of your chapter. You can see all the different chapters here for your book. Then for each one of them, so the intro one describes this one, chapter 1, the intro chapter, this one, before it starts on the first, second, and third subchapter. So here I'm going to add any notes I want to them, kind of indicating how the book engine should generate that specific chapter. So I'm going to insert a few of my notes here. So first I can say, okay, in the first one, please use an anecdote that sets the tone of the book by highlighting what I think is the biggest issue. Second, I can say in the first subchapter, highlight why it's an issue now, will continue to be a bigger issue. And that, of course, speaks into the modern workplace. All right, I think I'm pretty satisfied with it. So you don't necessarily have to do for all subchapters. I mean, the more the better, but you don't have to. I click save here. Then we go to the second chapter on the different notes here. So here I have, I can say something about understanding effectivity. I think for this specific video, I'm just going to save this one for the second one. So we can see here, there's one specific one that says chapter 5, effectivity tools and strategies. All right, so this one I think is pretty interesting. So I'm just going to go to chapter 5. All right, so this is actually something I've already written about before with different effectivity tools. So in this intro chapter, I'm just going to say, okay, I want to set the scene by some of the specific tools that I actually use. Let's try and put this in here and just say progress. I'm not going to fill in the different subchapters. I just want to set the scene for the chapter. All right, so you can go through all the different chapters, all the different subchapters. I'm going to just go back now so you can kind of see how this book will then be developed. All right, so we're back here in the overview. Now you're going to click on the last part. You can see all these 3 are done. I'm going to click on the last one, get your outline validated. All right, so you have your full outline here, which is essentially just your chapters and subchapters. You can also start with this, which is usually good if you want to change some of it. This is just for a validation process to see, okay, if you try to do any changes, does it fit for the new book engine? So you click on here, validate outline, and then the system will just go through it. Boom, okay, so that's it. It says here approved. You can now go back and continue with your book. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to click back to overview, continue book. Awesome. So we're back. We've finished all the different steps for the new book engine. So I'm just going to click up here, say write the book. Perfect. And then it says we're building your book. So now be aware of the emails you're going to receive once the book is done. It can take from a few minutes up to, in some cases, like half an hour even. Depends on how many of you guys are using the server and how complex and like different notes you've given to the book. So go back to the dashboard. So here in the dashboard, you can also see that the book is in progress. So the book is being generated now. I'm just going to pause the video and get back once the book is done. All right, so we are back now here at the dashboard. I can see the book is done now, as it says. So I'll click on here, and then you can see the book outline is made before. You can see the different notes popping up here, and then you can choose, okay, what preferred format do you want it to have it. So in this case, I'm just going to open up a Google Doc so you can see the final document here. Make a copy. All right, so there you have it. Here, new book. You can see maximizing productivity, maximizing how you work in modern workplace. This is a Google Docs. I mean, you can change some of the things around. If, for instance, you want this to be a bit smaller, you can, of course, just do that. That's totally up to you and part of your, what you're going to do with this book now. We can see here it's 131 pages. You can see an overview here and read about all the different chapters along the way. So here you have it, guys, a new complete book made with First Book AI's new book engine 2.0. I hope this video made it a bit easier for you to get started. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to me or anyone from the First Book AI team. Thank you so much for following along, and good luck with your next book.